Dear students, in our previous class, we have learnt about Indian economy secondary sector. In that particular heading, we have learnt meaning of secondary sector, interdependence between agriculture and industry. So after knowing that, it is very essential for us to know how are these industries classified? That is what we have in the next slide. Observe here we have classification of industries on the basis of their size and scale. When I use the word size, the machine power used in these industries, large scale machines have been used. Other than that, clear large number of employees are there. Output, when I say scale, output produced will also be taken as yardstick to determine the scale or the size of the industry. Broadly speaking, industries have been classified into four categories. They are large scale industries 1, 2 medium scale industries, 3 small scale industries, and the last one cottage industries. Normally, we say small scale and cottage industries in one point. So considering that you have 3 points here, large scale 1, medium scale 2, small scale and cottage industry the third one. Let us learn about these industries in detail. First let us take up large scale industry. Remember, large scale industry, if you observe this heading, it is self-explanatory. Observe, the term large scale industry refers to those factories that combine at least three characteristics. Which are those three characteristics? Observe these 3 points. 1, use of machine power and large scale production. When I say machine power, just in the previous slide you observed, clear, plenty of large machines are being used. That means production process is mechanized. Other than that, when I say scale of production, output per year produced is large scale. That means more quantity is being produced on large scale, it is being produced. Second point, use of wage labor. When I say wage labor, remember there's a contract or agreement between employer and employee. According to that contract, the workers or the labor will be provided salaries and other fringe benefits. And the companies with regulatory measures like Factories Act. When I say companies follow or those large scale industries follow regulatory measures like Factories Act, Government of India for the welfare of labor. From time to time, clear, the government has enacted or passed plenty of laws for the welfare of labor, such as Factories Act, Industrial Disputes Act, Gratuity Act, Provident Fund Act, Pension Act, and so on. So a large scale industry should be clear, compulsorily they have to comply, follow, obey those rules and regulations of Labor Department, clear, passed or enacted from time to time. A large scale industry normally uses machine power comparatively more than human labor. That means labor power, machine power used, when you compare, use of machine power is more than human labor. For instance, in an iron steel industry like TISCO, Tata Iron and Steel Company, located at Jamshedpur, started by Jamshedji Tata, as you are already aware of this fact. Recollect, such an iron and steel industry or heavy machines industry are required to carry out the production process. Similarly, in a large scale textile factory, automatic looms are used large numbers which can be operated with few workers. Think of, clear, an automatic looms, that is power loom industry, or a textile industry. They use more machine power and the work production process is carried with few workers. From these examples you come to know that these large scale industries are more of capital intensive. Then These workers are employed on the basis of agreement. There's an agreement between employer, that is owner, employee, that is workers. Between them, there's an agreement. According to this agreement or contract, remember the workers are paid wage rate or salary. And also along with that, they get other fringe benefits. When I say fringe benefits, medical benefits, insurance, such other. However, the volume of output per period, when I say per period, say a week or a month, it becomes quite large in these industrial units. Why it becomes quite large? Because a large number of workers are there, scale of production is more, that's why it becomes quite large. Again, these industrial units are registered under the government rules and regulations. That means they're in the organized sector, they have to follow government rules and regulations which are fixed from time to time. So far, the investment in fixed capital is concerned. When I say fixed capital, investment done in purchasing of machines, tools, equipments, land, factory building, etc. that remains more than 10 crores, rupees 10 crores in case of large scale manufacturing unit and more than 5 crores in case of large scale service providing unit. Clear? Example, telecom industry is a service providing. However, in Feb 2018, the government of India has decided to give new definition to these industry. Remember this date, Feb 2018. And according to this new definition given by Government of India, GOI stands for Government of India, as given by the government in 2018 Feb, a large scale industry or LSI is one whose annual turnover clear of more than 250 crores. So any industrial unit which has annual turnover of more than 250 crore rupees, you can consider it as a large scale industry. Let us move on to the second category. Under the second category, we have medium scale industry. Just remember, even this definition is self-explanatory. Some industrial units which operate with a size and scale, remember size and scale lying between the domain of large scale and small scale, they are referred as medium scale. So any industrial unit which operate with a size and scale that is clear between large scale and small scale, then you refer it as MSI, medium scale industry. These industries mostly employ hired labor. When I use the word hired labor, outside laborers are appointed for whom the salary has to be provided, wages have to be paid. The production involves the use of some light machines. Light machines are used that require electricity. Unlike cottage industries, remember these industries, they use machines, they use electricity also. And the amount of fixed capital investment, the money used for purchasing clear tools, equipments, machines, factory buildings, we call it as fixed capital investment, one-time investment. Whatever such fixed capital investment made in these units remain more than that of SSI and less than that of LSI. That means compared to small scale industries, fixed capital investment required for these medium scale is more and less than that of LSI. It is very evident, known fact from the very definition itself. However, several industrial units operating within sophisticated machine tools, manufacturing industry, high value leather good manufacturing industry, then chemical goods manufacturing industry come under the purview of MSI in India. When I say purview, come under the limitations of medium scale industries. Just remember the example. Clear? Machine tools one, high value leather goods, chemical goods. Such examples can be given as the examples of MSI in India. When I say MSI, medium scale industries in India. Come to the next slide. According to MSME, here there's a new term for you. Micro, small and medium enterprises. Very often we use this term MSME Act, MSME, which stands for Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises Development Act. This act was passed in 2006 and According to this act, MSMEs have been classified into two broad groups. When I say MSME, again remember micro, small, medium enterprises, they have been classified, categorized into two subdivisions, groups on the basis of investment, of fixed capital. What are they? They are those enterprises engaged in manufacturing, focus. Those which are engaged in manufacturing. Another group, those engaged in providing services. So whether that MSME is engaged in manufacturing or service provider, on the basis of this, the MSME Development Act of 2006, it has given investment limit for different categories. It is as follows for MFG, that is for manufacturing unit, investment limit is this. Observe this very carefully. Enterprises investment limit. So micro enterprises require investment limit of rupees 25 lakhs. Whereas small scale enterprises clear investment limit will be ranging between 25 lakhs to 5 crores. 25 lakh rupees to 5 crores. Medium enterprises clear investment limit range between rupees 5 crore to 10 crore. Remember this number, 25 lakh micro, 25 lakh to 5 crore it is small scale, 5 crore to 10 crore it is medium enterprises. This particular table you have to remember, this is an investment limit for manufacturing sector. But service providers we are going to discuss in the next slide. Observe. Investment limits for different categories of, especially for service providers, is as follows. 1. Micro enterprises investment limit will be rupees 10 lakhs. Small enterprises investment limit range between rupees 10 lakhs to rupees 2 crores. Medium enterprises, the investment limit range between rupees 2 crore to 5 crore. Now, a question arises, sir, this micro, small, medium, it has come in both the slides. What is the difference? See here, in the second part, we are discussing MSME of service providers. In the previous slide, we have learned investment limit of MSME for manufacturing sector. The only difference is that the previous is manufacturing and this is service provider. That's the reason why investment limit in the table differ and change. We have the third part, that is cottage and small scale industries, which we are going to discuss in the next class. Hope whatever we have discussed clear, the concepts are clear. If at all if you have any doubts or clarifications, you are most welcome. Mark it and discuss in the doubt clarification session. Thank you.